His divine grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ji ki Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajakacharya Satasat Shri Shriman Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Maharaj ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Prem se bolo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhaktivinoda Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyam Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan Dham ki Shri Vrindavan Dham ki Shri Mathura Dham ki Shri Nilachal Kacheta Jagannath Puri Dham ki Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai ki Bhakti Devi Tulsi Maharani ki Samaveta Om Gyan Devadasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Atitva Tarantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jatapadkamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagarjatam Sahagana Gunatam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sangitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sahagana Lita Shri Vishakha Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Tat Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishvanu Suddevi Namami Vancha Patraprisha Papa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanam Bhavani Vaishnavindu Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we welcome all the devotees to this Sunday feast, Bhagavad Gita discussion. We will speak something, share something about this very current topic. What's the current topic you have in your mind?
Maha.
Not Delhi Chief Minister? I thought you'd say something about Ram or something. And Gaur Purnima coming up. Shivratri is coming up. And Kumbh Mela. So we'll speak something about Kumbh Mela. How many of you got chance to go to Kumbh Mela?
Not this one, but earlier I've been to in Ujjain.
Ujjain Kumbh Mela. Priya Devi went. Satyapriya Devi, yes. I have something special for you actually. After the class, the Jal from Triveni Sangam, fresh 2 weeks ago. So yeah, let's discuss something about Kumbh Mela. It's very current, very. I was ordered actually by the authorities to speak on this topic. Lights can stay on. On. We don't. Yeah, at the end we will see if we want to see a little video clip, but for now, you just pay attention here, no need to go there. I don't have much there. So this year, they call this Kumbh Mela as Maha Kumbh Mela. So, every year there is a Maha Mela in Prayagraj. Every Maha, month of Maha, which is somewhere mid-January to mid-February, our calendar, English calendar. So lot of devotees around Prayagraj in India, they go to Prayagraj to bathe in Triveni Sangam. So that's every year. So in one sense, Kumbh is every year. But then, after 6 years, every 6 years, there is Ardh Kumbh. And then after every 12 years, there is a full Kumbh. And some mystical number is there. There is after every 144 years. Don't tell me how to do the math. It's a Vedic math. So you have to be very good astrologer to do Vedic math. After every 144 years, there is a Maha Kumbh. So this particular Kumbh, many acharyas declared that this is a Maha Kumbh. Came after 144 years. So if you miss that appointment, now you can put it on your calendar. Next time it will come after 144 years. And from astrological point of view, it's explained that sun goes around, there are 12 Rashis. And sun goes to every Rashi once a month. Then it skips to the next Rashi, next Rashi. So it takes 1 year to go through 12 Rashis. For sun to go through all the 12 Rashis 1 year. So when it does that 12 times, that's 12 years. That's when the Kumbh comes. And it's explained when there are 12 Kumbh cycles, which is 12 multiplied by 12, then it's 144 years. That's when Maha Kumbh comes. So our acharyas explained that this happens to be the 144th Kumbh. So it's called Maha Kumbh, like Maha Mantra, Maha Prasad. So this is Maha Kumbh. It's still there for another 4 days. Right? 26th is the last. So if you have the resources, you can buy the ticket and go tomorrow. But if you can't go, Kumbh has come to you, so you can pay. So that's the Maha Kumbh. That's one part of the discussion. Then many devotees ask this question: why Maha Kumbh in Prayag? Kumbh also happens in Ujjain, Haridwar and Nasik. 4 places. Many of you know the story about Samundar Manthan. I'm not going to get into the story. It's a long story. It has beautiful lessons. It's a class in its own. Just Samundar Manthan. Beautiful lessons to learn how Suras and Asuras, Devata and Danavs, they work together for this pot of nectar. They didn't like each other, they didn't want to see each other, they hated each other, they fought, they tried to kill each other. But here they had a higher mission to become immortal. For that they needed nectar, pot of nectar. So they said, we agreed, we will work together. So they worked together. They brought together the Mantra mountain, they churned with the Vasuki robe, and they stayed together throughout. Many 14 different elements came. Mother Lakshmi came out of it. Havahal came, that Lord Shiva drank. Surbi cow came. Many Ratnas came. But then eventually Dhanvantari brought this pot of nectar. And then Asuras, Srila Prabhupada writes the word demon, Danavas, they tried to snatch this pot of nectar. And in that whole, in Hindi the word they use kashamkash, in that whole running around, 4 places some drops of nectar fell. And one of the places Prayagraj. Other places Nasik and then Haridwar, Ujjain. But Mahakumbh, it's explained, always occur in Prayagraj. Why? They said. Why not Ujjain, Haridwar, Nasik? वाराणसी कैसे पहुंच गए? हिरण प्रयागराज उधर ही रहे ना? Yes, Mataji also wants to. Tirtha, Prayagraj, Raj means king. Prayagraj is king of all the holy places. Most important holy places. We'll talk a little bit on that, why. Any other reason why Mahakumbh happened in Prayagraj? 1 or 2 other comments? Because, Acharya explained, it's the meeting place of Mother Ganga and Mother Yamuna. Now, one sacred river, one of these two, some Acharya explains, Ganga gives us knowledge and Yamuna gives us bhakti. But imagine both coming together in one place. Very rare. One sacred river is enough to hold Kumbh. But when you have these two rivers and then Saraswati underground. Now all these three rivers flowing from the Himalayas, it's a Saraswati river where Bhagavatam is written. Srila Vyasadeva writes on the bank of Saraswati. So all these three rivers are coming from Himalayas. Some are a bit east, coming north and south, but some east, some a little bit west. But then at Prayagraj, they all three meet. Beautiful, black, bluish Yamuna gushes into Ganga. Ganga water is more whitish. So those who were able to go to Triveni, Sangam, and went in the middle, you very carefully looked, you saw these two different colors of waters, they're merging. And then they become one. And then Ganga moves towards Ganga Sagar and into the ocean. So it's this Sangam. So we want to share something, what this Sangam is all about. We have 20 minutes or so. So this one is very important Sangam, that Sangam of these three supremely sacred rivers coming together. You can say embracing each other. So that's the key part of this Maha Kumbh, because that part of nectar I mentioned, some drops of nectar I mentioned, those drops fell into the rivers. That nectar under the influence of this Sun, Moon and Jupiter. When Sun, Moon and Jupiter, when they come in some very special alignments after these 12 years, that's when that part of nectar manifests itself in the Triveni. And that's the highest potency of the nectar that manifests in the Triveni, where three rivers are coming together. Srila Prabhupada also mentioned, and many other acharyas mentions, that many demigods from different planetary systems, they also come to take bath in the Triveni during this time. Many sadhus who live in the Himalayas, 3,000 miles up in the Himalayas, Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri. One acharyas are mentioning they dip into the Ganges 3,000 miles and then they come out of the Ganges in Prayagraj, underneath the river. They bathe during that time and then they dip and go back. Amazing mystical powers these sadhus have. They come, they take snan, they disappear. You never see them for next 6 years. They only will come for the Kumbh or the Maha Kumbh. Next 12 years. So this divine confluence of these three rivers make the Maha Kumbh very special to the hearts of devotees. That's one part. Second Sangam is Lord Brahmaji. It's explained that Lord Brahmaji, it's in Padma Puran, Lord Brahmaji, when he was ready to create this universe, the first place he performed yajna was Prayagraj. From the neighborhood, you are lucky. He's just few miles from Prayagraj. Lord Brahmaji performed his first yajna to create this creation, material world, this universe. That happened in Prayagraj. And Lord Brahmaji was the priest of that yajna. He invited Lord Vishnu as host, and Lord Shiva was the presiding deity of that yajna. So now you see here is a Sangam of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh in Prayag. That makes Prayag as Prayagraj, the king of all the Tirthas. Because all these three incarnations of the Lord, they appear. And it's explained that during that yajna of Brahmaji, this Akshavat, there is Akshavat in Prayagraj. There's a Kalpa Vriksha tree. I don't know, some of you went, I couldn't get there. It was impossible to actually move 1 kilometers. I went during the morning Masya, so like 8 crore people on the road. So I saw somewhere the board saying Akshavat, but I wanted to go and take blessings, but I couldn't see that what tree. But during that yajna of Lord Brahmaji, this Akshavat appears, Kalpa Vriksha tree, is still there. So you can see this tree going back some millions of years. And then Lord Ram, during Treta Yuga, Lord Ram, when he was exiled to go to the forest by Dasharatha Maharaj and Mother Kakai, first he went to Prayagraj. And right at the Sangam, Triveni Sangam, there was a kutir of Bharadwaj Muni. Lord Ram approached Mother Sita and Lord Ram, they both approached Bharadwaj Muni, and they said, this is something bestowed upon us, this going to the forest. Please guide us what to do. Especially guide us where to go so we can live a bit peacefully. We don't want to be in front of or all these Yudhavasis, they are following us. So we want to go to some isolated, peaceful place. So Bharadwaj Muni guided them. First, he guided them to take bath in the Triveni Sangam. Lord Ramchandra. So we can imagine this Sangam of Lord Ramchandra with his Gurudev Bharadwaj Muni. He accepted Bharadwaj Muni as his Gurudev. He said, please guide. So Bharadwaj Muni guided Lord Ram to go to Chitrakoot, the mountains of Chitrakoot. And Mother Sita also asked that, please guide us. So Bharadwaj Muni requested Mother Sita to take blessings from the Akshavat tree. Blessings that all protection is there during these 14 years of exile in the forest. So she went, she worshipped the Akshavat tree and Lord Shiva, presiding deity. So Lord Brahmaji's Sangam with Prayag, Lord Ram, Lakshman Sita Sangam with Bharadwaj Muni. Vashishtha Muni's place is also there on the Sangam. And then it's explained Pandavas, during their exile, they also came to Prayag. They stayed there and took bath in the Sangam every day. And after Pandavas, we have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we as part of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lineage, this is something very dear to us. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was in Vrindavan for almost 2 months, and the devotees told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu, so many people are trying to follow you. You came to Vrindavan to have some peaceful space, but so maybe now it's time to leave Vrindavan. So then personal servant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Allah Bhatt, he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is the exact time of Maha Mela in Prayagraj. Let's immediately go to Prayagraj. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu agreed. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to Prayagraj. And for Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes that for 10 days, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every single day he bathed in Triveni. And that's where he met Vallabhacharya, Pushti Margs, Acharya, Vallabhacharya. And during those days when Srila Rupa Goswami also came to Prayagraj, he happened to know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has gone to Prayagraj. So Srila Rupa Goswami, who is our Gaudiya Acharya, the books you read, Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction, so many books written by Srila Rupa Goswami. Srila Rupa Goswami was present with his brother Anupam. And when they met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke with Rupa Goswami. He instructed Rupa Goswami for 10 days. It's called Dashashmedh Ghat. So even today, I didn't again get chance to go. It was on the other side. We were on sector 19. This I think is sector 4, 5, Dashashmedh Ghat. It's very less crowded, peaceful place. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took Rupa Goswami out of the bigger crowd because he wanted to speak to him. So it's explained that whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard from Sri Ramananda Rai, all the confidential pastimes of Radha Krishna and Vrindavan, they all were revealed to Srila Rupa Goswami in those 10 days in Prayagraj. So here you see a Sangam. Our theme is what Sangam means. Sometimes we see Sangam means we buy the ticket, we get somehow on the boat and dip there and then head home. That's the only Sangam. Dip is the Sangam. But Sangam of Sadhu, Sangam of Guru, Sangam of disciples, very significant, very, very meaningful. Our parampara, our tradition, our teaching, our lineage started, in this case, from Prayagraj. Because Srila Rupa Goswami learned everything. It's explained at the end of that meeting. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Rupa Goswami First he put his lotus feet on the head of Rupa Goswami. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu put his lotus feet on the head of Rupa. But then as Rupa Goswami was feeling very humble, he actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced, and our Acharya explains, in that embrace, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu invested all the knowledge, transcendental knowledge from his heart to Rupa Goswami's heart. And right from after that day, he ordered Rupa Goswami to go to Vrindavan and write books. So Rupa Goswami, when his pen moved, you can imagine his pen on those palm leaves, it moved by the potency of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's investment in the heart of Rupa Goswami. Just like when Srila Prabhupada writes the purport of Bhagavatam, after book is finished, he's reading his own book, he's saying, I didn't write these purports. Srila Prabhupada wrote, spent nights and nights and nights, but they were written by the potency of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this Sangam of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami on the Sangam Ghat, that's very special. And then we have Sangam of Srila Prabhupada. It's very special. Please hear this very carefully. When I heard this from my Gurudev, sitting in Prayag in the Kumbh Mela, my heart was melted. I didn't know. I knew Prabhupada had a Prayag pharmacy. But I never knew, to be very honest, I forgot. I never read properly. Srila Prabhupada spent 13 years in Prayag. In 1922, Srila Prabhupada met his Gurudev in Calcutta, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And next year in 1923, Srila Prabhupada was moved to Prayag to open a pharmacy. And it's amazing, that time the name of Prayag was Allahabad. Back in 16th century, sometime in 1500, Akbar named that city as Allahabad. It wasn't Allahabad, he named something Allahabad, something, based on that it's city of gods. Akbar understood that this is city of Allah. Sometimes we have difficulty. We get disconnected very easily because mind is very philosophical, logical. So much rational comes in the mind that we don't agree so easily. But Akbar, in that sense, was simple-minded from Hindu philosophy. So he took benefit of his power and he named the city as Allahabad, and then eventually it becomes Allahabad. And our dear Yogi Ji Maharaj, when he came in 2018, he said it's time to go back. In the Vedic scriptures, the city name was Prayagraj. So name was given by Yogi. Name was given back to the original name in 2018. But here His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, in Allahabad in 1923, when he opened the pharmacy and the question came, what to name the pharmacy? And guess what? He named Prayag Pharmacy. Nobody knew Prayag is Prayag. But his divine connection with Mahaprabhu and a Guru Parampara, in his heart that name came. So it's Prayag Pharmacy. And in 1920, So that's 1923, but in 1933, after 10 years living in Prayag, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada's future guru, he came to Prayagraj. And then some devotees approached Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur that here is Abhay Charan Dev, that was Prabhupada's name. Please initiate him into the Gaudiya, Madhava, Brahma Gaudiya Meshwa, Brahma Gaudiya Parampara. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur immediately said, yes, I know Abhay Babu. He likes to hear. He does not go away. He just doesn't come to do sanan and go away. He comes to hear with very open mind. Srila Prabhupada had great interest. Srila Prabhupada used to say that my Guru Maharaj used to speak such high English. People had to keep dictionary close to them. So he said many times I didn't quite understood exactly what my Gurudev is saying. But I just stick to this proposition that I'm in front of my Guru, I will hear with my open mind, open ears, open eyes. I'm sitting. I'm not going for sanan, I'm not going for darshans, I'm not going for picnics, I'm not going for this. That was Prabhupada's commitment to his Gurudev. So in 1933, this Sangam, I was thinking, sitting in Prayag in the Kumbh Mela, that this Sangam of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada and Paramahansa, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, that's in this English language called a game changer. For us, very fallen, downtrodden souls of this Kali Yuga, that was a game changer. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave first initiation, Harinam initiation, and Gayatri initiation to Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada was helping Shri Rupa Gaudiya Math in Prayag during his pharmacy year in Prayag, those 13 years, as a seva to his Gurudev. And then we had a Sangam of our very own worshipable His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. When I heard this, that was also very revealing that Bhakti Charu Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj also met, he saw Srila Prabhupada first time in Prayag. He heard before, he was connected with some devotees of ISKCON before, little bit before, but in 1977, Kumbh Mela, Srila Prabhupada came twice to Kumbh Mela, 1971 and 77. And he emphasized both times that Kumbh Mela is very important for ISKCON to represent. All the sadhus of Vedic Sanatana Dharma, all the acharyas of Sanatana Dharma, the 13 akhadas, 13 acharyas and more, they all come to Kumbh Mela. They stay for almost 30 days. And all their disciples come. So when you see these 8 crore people coming, good 1 or 2 crores are just disciples of their gurus who are present in the Kumbh Mela. And they sit at the lotus feet of their gurus and hear Krishna Katha every day, morning and evening. So that Sangam of Srila Prabhupada with his Gurudev, Sangam of Bhakti Charu Maharaj. And this was also first Kumbh Mela where devotees felt great separation from His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Devotees were remembering that His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj was present in every Kumbh Mela and last many years. We were distributing, I was glorifying His Divine Grace and our society, International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Our ISKCON Pandal, if you have the fortune to see our ISKCON Pandal there, I was staying in the Pandal. We were distributing almost 100,000, 1 lakh plates of prasadam every day. On Mani Masya, the 28th, 29th, we distributed 200,000 plates of prasad. 2 lakhs plates of prasad. Ever got through that? Please, is you now?
Yes.
His heart is serving prasad forever, 24/7. I was remembering him. It's big thing. I mean, we try to serve 300-400 plates every Sunday. It's a yuddha. It's not easy. It's a battle. Just for this Maha Kumbh Mela, I visited the kitchen 3-4 times. I like to see how it's happening. And somehow our dear Gauranga Prabhu was managing and he took, just for the Maha Kumbh Mela, they bought a machine, 50 lakh. I think he told me 55 lakh rupees of machine. That makes around 7,000-8,000 chapatis every hour. And they were like really good looking. I'm very picky with chapati, okay? My chapati has to, but those chapatis are perfect. A big machine, almost 20 feet long, and it has long different mechanism. It has like 5 different layers of just the tawa part. It's unbelievable. Whoever developed it, the genius mind. But I think devotees from Mayapur and Delhi temple, they had trucks and trucks, loads of books. They distributed thousands and thousands and thousands of books. I don't have a number. I tried to look. I think it's not revealed yet. It's not finished. Mela. And then Harinam Sankirtan. They took Srila Prabhupada's cart. Srila Prabhupada sitting on the cart behind Gauranatai. They took that. It's a beautiful Rath cart from Vrindavan. They took to Prayagraj. So they were taking that cart on the road and doing Harinam every day. So Srila Prabhupada mentioned in 1977 when he went to Kumbh Mela, he said, for us, for ISKCON devotees to go to Kumbh Mela means giving to the world prasadam, harinam and books. And obviously whoever comes will bathe in the Ganges and Triveni anyway. That's given. So I was noticing, staying there for 5 nights, that this was profusely given by our ISKCON devotees. Somehow they met, I think, Adani group somewhere in Bombay, and he also agreed. He said, whatever, no problem, whatever you need. So he was sponsoring. And it was nice, it's not just the Lakshmi. Adani Center, I think 75 or so, first batch came with all Prabhujis. And they were serving prasadam with us, devotees. And then when they left, then 70 or so Matajis came as a group from their managers, from their companies. And they spent another 2 weeks to serve. So it was very beautiful, this celebration. Especially I also want to thank our Prime Minister Modi ji, Yogi ji. They made it very convenient. To be honest, I know many of you are scared to go to Kumbh Mela, and I was too, and it was a huge challenge for me. I had so much help, but still it was so much challenge for me to get into the Kumbh Mela. What is supposed to take 2 hours, it took like 12 hours to just get into the Kumbh Mela. But I can tell you, the arrangements they had, the bridges they built, the police forces, I think I have some numbers. I'll read to you, you will be surprised. This never happened in Kumbh Mela history in all times. 160,000 tents. 160,000 tents. 40,000 police people were deployed, security officers. 15,000 sanitation stations. 99 parking lots for over 1 million vehicles. It was difficult to find a parking lot, but if you find one, there was parking, but it was just like difficult because how you go, how you move your car can't move. You're like 30, 40 kilometers away from the Kumbh Mela and they don't let you get in. Those challenges are different. 30 floating pontoon bridges. These were amazing. Okay, 13 bridges. I crossed 3-4 of them in my different times going to the Sanan. But the bridges temporarily made 30 floating bridges. 30 bridges you make temporary for 45 days only. Then they will dismantle. So they were just allowing us to go from one side of the Ganga to the other side of Ganga, or one side of the Yamuna, mostly the Ganga. So to move people from this side to that side, so you can go further when you and come back. 30 bridges, I think they were worth like 400 crores or something. 67,000 street lights. 150,000 toilets. 25,000 bins for throw garbage. And I know the whole Prayagraj was divided into 25 sectors. 40 square kilometer of Kumbh Mela Kshetra was established. And remember, this is all happening on the bank of the Ganges. So during monsoon season, Ganga flows there. Where I was staying in the tent where our pandal was, this is not something land. It's all happening on the sand. All these 40 kilometers, all these bridges, all these tents, all these akhadas, everything is happening on the bank of the Ganges. So my hats off. My heart was glorifying the management of the Kumbh Mela. श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर भगवान की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ स्वामी की जय, श्री श्री गौर नेताए की जय। Any comment, any discussion? We have 5 minutes. Sadhu.
I'm wondering why the number 12 is so prominent in the Vedic scriptures.
Shh. 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 Please, please, please. What importance you gave to me while class was going on, please give the same importance to this Prabhuji. Not 1% less. He's speaking, he's as important as me, everybody else. Please.
I'm wondering why the number 12 is so potent in Vedic scriptures.
Number 12 is why so potent in, why so important in Vedic scriptures. That's the question, right?
I said in the beginning that's a Vedic math and I'm not good at math. I know you'll figure it out. Okay, you go ask Google God or chat, what is that chat?
GPT.
Chat, GPT, whatever. Artificial intelligence. Yeah. Anything else? Any other comment? No question, but comments and some realization. Yes, Mother. Local printing.
I wanted to ask you, what transformation did you personally feel going to Prayagraj?
What transformation I personally feel going to Prayagraj? Srila Prabhupada was asked this question because in the scriptures it says, after taking a dip in the Triveni, you attain moksha. It says in many, Padam Puran says, Brahmaji also says. So Srila Prabhupada gave a very nice answer. He said it's not that you obtain liberation so cheaply, but the door to liberation opens. You still have to walk into the door. The walking will not happen automatically. That's not an autopilot, that's not an artificial intelligence issue. So our sadhana, our faith in our Guru Parampara, our hearing and chanting will lead us to that door is open. Door is open for us. Somebody is holding that door open, but I still have to walk through. So some clarity in that direction I had, that I have long way to go. My walk is long. It's not just there. But door is open. By Prabhupada's grace, door is open. Vishwanath Kaviraj Goswami mentions in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the beautiful this Sangam of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami. Very poetically he says, Prayag has three rivers. Even in monsoons, they never flooded. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Srila Rupa Goswami, the whole Prayagraj was flooded with bhakti. So that's something you experience for a moment, for a split second, when you are present there. That you can't get it from YouTube. I was watching YouTube, 2 months before going, thinking, let me prepare myself for some tricks or trade or something. But nothing works. To be really honest, it's nothing. All the images on YouTube, they look very artificial. When you're there, you're there. Something more to share, but any other one more comment?
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very informative. We were knowing only Trivedi Sangam of three rivers, how you mentioned Sangam of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, Sangam of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Sangam of Lord Ramchandra with
Sangam of Srila Prabhupada with Gurudev.
yes.
Thank you so much for all.
When I heard that in Prayagraj from Gurudev, I felt that's what real Sangam means. Sadhu Sangha. That's what real Sangha means. And if that Sadhu Sangha can happen here in these four walls, then you have Triveni Sangha, especially with some Triveni water. So whoever wants these, I think there is some spray thing somebody can do. You perform some. Prabhu, one more.
One question, Prabhu. So, Lord Brahma, when we did yajna in Prayagraj, so it was after Samudra Manthan or before that? It should be before that.
Before.
Before that. Then why we are choosing that as the
I think before, because again this is basic math, so before and after. Yes, go ahead.
why Lord Brahma choosing that place, not any other planet or any other?
That you ask Lord Brahmaji. No, remember in the beginning I mentioned this potency of the place where three rivers come together is rare in this universe. So potency of the place has some meaning. Vrindavan has some meaning. Mayapur has some meaning. Jagannath Puri has some meaning. So potency because these three rivers are there, gushing, embracing each other.
Whenever Mahapralaya happened, that time geographical changes also happened.
You are now going technical. Stay here. That you can ask somebody else. I think we should end here. You can all take prasad. But there is a Triveni, how this works. Yes, we have some announcements, please. Thank you so much for your attentive listening.